Howdy folks, Bluesboyjag here with yet another 4-string cigar box guitar lesson. It's Ophelia by the band. Playing a 4-string cigar box guitar tuned to G. That's an A string tuned down to G. And a D string or 4th string tuned normal to D. A 3rd string tuned normal to G. And a 2nd string tuned normal to B. Open tuned cigar box guitar. So this is an easy song. It does have a lot of chord changes, so you want to start out slow. So the first chord we're going to be playing is C. That's on the 5th fret, barring all the way across. So we have a G, no fingers, A, B, C. So the first chord is your C. Now we're playing an E7. So you're going to bar all the way across the 2nd fret. And you're going to use your pinky on 1, 9, and then your 3rd finger is going to be on 3, 9. So that's your E7. Now we're going to do A7, which is down here on the 2nd fret. So you've got your 1st finger on 3, 2, and your 1st finger on 1, 2. That's the open version of the chord we just played up here. Okay, so C chord, E7, and that bar's on the 7th fret there, A7. Now we're going to do a D7, which is on your 5th fret. That's the same chord we did a minute ago, but now we're barring on the 5th fret. Now we go to F, which is your 10th fret, and G could be the 12th fret, or it could be your open G, either one. So, from the top, C, E7, A7, D7, F, G. Now we're going to do a couple of fast chords here. We're going to go from C to A7 to D7 to G7. So lots of chords in this song. So the second part of this, I guess you'd say the second part of this verse, when he sings, "Where have you gone?" it's C, A7, D7, G7. So it's C, real short, and another short one, then D7. The cool thing about this chord, this G7, you're only using 1 finger, so you're on the 3rd string, 3rd fret. So the cool thing is, once you get the hang of these chords, it repeats over and over. Okay, so from the start, playing that C chord, Lord's on the window. Now we go up to the E7, mail by the door, 7th fret. Why would anybody leave? So we're down here on the 2nd fret. If you notice, that's the same chord we played up here, but it's open. All right. So that was your A7. Now we're doing your D7, which is barring on the 5th fret. Pinky is going to be on that 1st string, just like we did before, and your 3rd finger is going to be on the 2nd string. So that's your D7, and now we're going to do a G7. That's 1 finger. It's going to be on your 3rd string, 3rd fret. Then it goes back into the verse again, so it repeats that whole chord sequence. This is the 2nd verse. Old neighborhood just ain't the same. Nobody knows just what became of Ophelia. And I'm borrowing all across on that F and G7. Now sometimes I'll just do a regular G on there instead of the G7. You can take your pick on those two. Now we do the C. And we do a C7. So we start with that C chord. And you add that pinky so that your C is all the way across on the 5th fret. And your pinky is going to be 2 frets up on the 3rd string. So, in context, that's going to be C. Old neighborhood, E7, just ain't the same, A7. Nobody knows just what became of Ophelia. And we go go to A, then we go to C. Now this is the chorus. F. Was it something that somebody said? We're going to go back down to C. And I do have all these chords. There's lots of chords in this song. I have this chord progression in the comments down below. So we're at the chorus here. So this is F. Was it something that somebody said? That's your C, barring on the 5th fret. Now we do a G. Mom, you know we broke the rules. So there's a short C there, barring all the way across the 5th fret. Then you add your pinky 2 frets up on the 3rd string. That gives you a C7. Back up to F again. Was somebody up against the law? Honey, you know I'd die for you. That's a G7, so I'm using my 1st finger on the 3rd string, 3rd fret. Now it just repeats everything we've already done. We go back to C. They got your number. And then we go to E7. Same chord we did a minute ago. Scared and running, A7. But I'm still waiting for the 2nd coming. That's a D7 right there, barring on the 5th fret. Now we go up to 10 for the F. You can go to 12 for the G, or you can play the open G. Either way, they're both Gs. Darken my door. So now the whole chord progression repeats. And that's the whole song. So what key is this song in? Well, it's pretty easy. It's in the key of C. G, A, B, C. So if you were to play a solo on this, this is not a minor key, so this is not going to be your pentatonic blues. It's going to be a major key. So we're in the key of C here, and I would suggest you start out with this one. Playing the 1st finger on the 5th fret on all the strings, and I'm playing the pinky 3 frets up on all the strings. If you want to get fancy, you can go down 2 frets, so you can play the 3 and the 5th. So now you have 2 spots here. You've got the 3 fret and your 5th fret. And then you've got your 5 and the 8. Now you can go up to 8 and 10. Lots of different options there as far as soloing. So the main thing about this song is play it slow. There's lots of chord changes to it. Practice the different fingerings on this one ahead of time. I don't think you'll have any trouble with it. This is a little bit different than some of the other songs I've done because there's lots of chords to it. It's a melodic, more of a melodic type of a song. It's not a riff song like AC/DC or something like that. It's more melodic, so that means you've got chords that follow the melody, which means you've probably got more than 2 or 3 chords. So it's good practice for you. Have fun with that. Be sure and subscribe if you haven't already. And check out my website, jagshouse.com. Cigar box guitars just like this one since 2004. And we'll see you next time.